Few things dropped today. You got the new Hyam,
You call yourself a fan, you should be ashamed.
the new Neggy Jemmy. Suppose you didn't like that one. Also a little EP by Florence Road. Releases that you might like more than I did, but surprisingly, I'm going to be doing this one today. Alright, it's me.
Are you going to say that in every single video?
I don't know whether to keep these bits. I might switch it up in the second half of the year. That said, just want to draw your attention to the new album by Hotline TNT called Raspberry Moon. If you haven't heard of Hotline TNT before, they're an alternative slacker rock shoegaze band from New York City. The band released one of my favourite albums of 2023 with Cartwheel, a super shoegazy slacker rock album that producer Alex Farrar helped with the mix, and I see Alex is back on this mix as well, which makes me happy. I love Alex's work. So when I pressed play on this album, it was nice to return to this world, as everything sounds pretty much the same, which might be an issue for some, but compared to other albums that have dropped, this was just easy listening. Nothing made me say, turn that off compared to other songs from today. My heart was simply more drawn back to this hazy, fuzzy summerness again. And I know it will get lots of plays in the autumn when I go back to that side of alternative rock. And in a year where I've covered the Weather Day and the Venturing albums, it won't be a surprise to some to see me talk about this album. Yes, I know. Someone who was a teen in the 90s that loved Siamese Dream is here talking about a very 90s sounding album. Big shocker. Shoegaze, blah, blah, blah. For the fans. Anywho, what's on the menu today? Warner Child. We've got 11 tracks for you, technically 10, running at 35 minutes. Starting with track 1, Was I Wrong? Straight in with the slacker rock, drawn out mumble vocals, which probably make or break this band for new listeners. The guitars are fuzzing and buzzing along, swaying and bending. It's like when you watch those like motion After Effect videos, and when it's done you look at your wall and it's got this ripple pulse effect on everything. It's also got a lovely guitar solo. Track 2 is Transition Lens. It's a very odd place to put an instrumental track. It's an odd place to have a break. It's borderline bizarre. Why would they do this to us? That's what I'm trying to say. Let's move on, shall we? Track 3 is called The Scene. It's got a really cool winding, sliding riff that made me think of like sorts of things Pearl Jam would do on 10. There's nothing I can do, only wanna be with you. That's the wrong band, mate. Kind of a short song, wish it was longer, ended just as it started to get good. After that, we've got track 4, Julia's War. This band definitely knows what the best songs on this album are. That's why it was probably the first single. It's got some catchy na-na-nas that felt more indie-like for them, but I'm all about that Pinkerton-esque guitar lead. It's definitely one of my faves of the album. Track 5 is Letter to Heaven. It's a sort of slower track that's got some lush, nice little builds. If you like the band Wishy and haven't checked out Hotline TNT yet, you will love the guitars on this track. Another fave. Track 6, we've got Break Right. Back-to-back bangers. A song that pauses on the wall of distortion pedals to leave space for some clean guitars and a sweet piano. I love it. And after that, we've got track 7, If Time Flies. It's a more upbeat summary track with some much appreciated backing ooh vocals. I wish it had more of those on the album, especially whilst I'm still mourning Brian Wilson at least. They could have really hit me good. Following that, we've got track 8, Candle. Some nice distorted picking on this. Really gets good in the second half when he stops singing in that lower register of his. It's the longest song on the album, and I'd happily have had a few more minutes of it. It's another fave, and yep, you guessed it, it was another single. And then we've got track 9, Dance the Night Away. Kind of feel like this might have benefited from adding strings to it. Also, more of that piano higher in the mix. No one bends the guitar like this guy. Then we've got track 10, Lawnmower. A much needed acoustic track to say the show is almost over. I kind of wish the album had another one of these just for the variety. I do think they could have redone the guitar solo though. And last but not least, we've got track 11, Where You Been. It's a really nice, big, slow song to end it on. Big vocals, big guitars picking away, fading into a drum kit and feedback, and then zaps out of existence. And I really mean it when I say that if you like this, you will like their last one. It's honestly a compliment compared to the other albums from today, how much I will be able to play this in the background all the time. It's just easy listening alternative rock to me, and that's why it's my album of the week. I wasn't expecting it to win today, but it did. So that's it. Alright guys, got a big week next week. We got the end of the month, end of the first half of the year. It's also the halfway point in the decade as well. I'm really going to need you guys next week, so look forward to that. I'd like to do it as a sort of little 6-month celebration of doing these and hopefully reaching 300 subs by then. So until then, peace.